Hello, it's Jen Bengal here from Out of This World Literacy. Today I'm sharing 10 little nuggets of knowledge bombs, all related to teaching writing. I'm going to fly through these, and my challenge to you is to latch on to one or two of these aha moments for teaching writing. Spend the day thinking about a few ideas that really resonate with you as a teacher of writing. Decide how can you expand these thoughts to help your young writers today. Here we go. Number 1, this idea comes from Carl Anderson's work in the book Assessing Writers. He says, let's stop calling the time before a rough draft pre-writing. Our students are actually writing here. Let's call it rehearsing instead. I love that idea of not just saying pre-writing because they really are writing, but to call it rehearsing. Love that. Number 2, what do we as teachers understand about writing, and what do we teach our students about writing? Think about that today. What do you really understand about writing, and what do you teach your students about writing? Number 3, what does an effective writing process look like? For you as a writer, what does an effective writing process look like, and how can you transition that into teaching your young writers? Number 4, let's take some time to watch students writing and assess what they do. Try taking some time today and just really stepping back and watching. Be an observer. Are they rereading their work? Do they spend some time rehearsing, or do they just jump right into a rough draft? How is their writing stamina? Are they writing for more than 5 minutes, or is it 5 minutes and they're done? These are just a few of the questions that we can ask ourselves and find answers to by observing our young students during their writing time. Number 5, the most important thing we can teach our young learners is to see themselves as writers. Real writers who have something important to say that matters to this world that nobody else can say in the way that they can. Start addressing your students as writers. Number 6, as teachers, we need to accept that writing can get messy. We have to be okay with lots of marks, fixes, corrections, and do-overs, and we can't just focus on conventions. Number 7, just like students learn math differently, they all have their own approach to the writing process. We need to teach different ways writers write and give students the options to try out what works for them as a writer. Number 8, to have an effective writing process, kids need flexibility. They need to be able to try out new approaches to their writing. Number 9, our young writers must have a strong sense of audience and purpose so that they can see their writing as not just another assignment, but rather as something of great value not only for themselves, but for their future audience. And number 10, teachers need to be writers in order to teach writing. I hope this chat has sparked some ideas for thinking about you and how you can improve your writing in your classroom. It's been my pleasure chatting with you today. Know that I am the biggest fan of the work that you and your students are doing in the classroom. If you'd like more teaching tips, you can check out outofthisworldliteracy.com. Until next time, you've got this.